Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Thank you so much. So in my last update about This Is Fate, Prithvi was finally exposed while he was trying to kill Sandeep, and the whole family caught him in the act. Then he now took Kritika captive. Let's continue from there. Prithvi is holding Kritika captive in the room after he has been exposed to the entire family. Kritika explains that the entire family is crying because of Prithvi's mistake, not just Rishab, but the entire family is crying. Kritika explains that the entire family is in ruin, and such things would happen in Prithvi's family, but not here. They all live in a single family, and if one gets hurt, then the others cry. Kritika blames Prithvi that he is the reason everything has destroyed. Prithvi explains that these are all the blames on him, but he is actually trying to save Rishab. He was trying to kill Sandeep so that he himself can go to jail. Kritika asks that how much would Prithvi stoop so low, because she knows that Prithvi is lying. Kritika explains that even she is at fault because she married and loved Prithvi, even when her entire family want her not to go forward with it. Prithvi in anger places the knife on Kritika's neck, saying that he is really powerful and Kritika cannot even comprehend, but he can just run away, while hiring some goons who can kill Rishab as he walks out of the court. Mahesh is already really weak, and the ladies of the family will start working to defend the family. Kritika gets scared thinking that Prithvi might actually do what he desires, so she has to play a mind game with him according to what he desires, otherwise they would not be able to run away. Kritika assures Prithvi that she also loves him and he is also not leaving because of the love which he has for her. Prithvi assures Kritika that they both would run away from this place and not come back. He requests for 2 minutes so that he can sort out everything. Kritika thinks that she should listen to what Prithvi is planning, so she hears that Prithvi was ordering someone to come at the backside of the Lutra house with a car. She then writes it on a notepad and she is about to throw it out of the door, but Prithvi comes out and sees what Kritika is trying to do. Kritika stands in front of the door. Prithvi, placing the knife on her neck, explains that he will not leave her if she doesn't stay loyal to him. Kritika prays that her family should get the papers which he has thrown out. Prithvi asks that why is Kritika sweating, and she has tears. Kritika replies that it is because he has a knife, and Prithvi replies that it is to cut the ropes. Prithvi explains to Kritika that he cannot leave after opening the door because the Lutra family is desiring to catch him, so he asks one of his friends to bring a car and he will take them both out of the Lutra mansion. Prithvi says that he needs the rope, but Kritika replies that they don't have any. Then Prithvi asks Kritika to bring the bed sheet. Prithvi then tying them together, he makes a rope to get down from the second floor. He asks Kritika to go first, but she explains that she is scared, so she will come after he goes. Prithvi, however, helps Kritika to go down first, thinking that he will be the one to win. He then walks down. Kritika is standing and Prithvi explains that his friend has arrived and he will take them both to a safe location. Kritika stands still, so Prithvi himself enters the car. Prithvi is shocked to see Preeta sitting in front of the car. Preeta turns on the smoking machine. Prithvi gets shocked to see Preeta, but then he started coughing. Preeta quickly runs out of the car. However, Prithvi also managed to hold on the door before it closes. Preeta and Kritika both tried their best to keep it closed. However, Prithvi managed to come out. Prithvi asked Kritika, saying that she has deceived him and he should have killed her before. Prithvi says that he will do it now, but Preeta comes to protect Kritika. The entire family also comes to warn Prithvi. Prithvi tries to run away, but the guards close the door, cornering Prithvi in the house. Prithvi warned them all to let him go and even questions that why did Kritika do this to him since he is her husband. Kritika shouted at Prithvi, saying that he is not worthy to be a husband, mentioning how she fought with all of her family just to be with him. Even when her brother warned her about his character, still she believed and loved him, but she was wrong. Prithvi is just that fire that has tried to ruin her entire family. He blamed Rishab for such a crime that Rishab could not even think of doing. Kritika also revealed how she was able to inform her family about his plan, so she passed the entire information with a sheet. They recall how when Karina was about to call the police, Preeta saw the paper and she read it all. Preeta explains that they know why Prithvi took Kritika into the room so that he can run away with her, but the guards managed to catch Prithvi and then they kept his car so that he could not force Kritika to be unconscious. However, Prithvi is really clever that he managed to escape from it. Prithvi explains that if all the family now knows his reality, then he will do what he never wanted. He wants them all not to come in front, otherwise he will kill them all. He even hit Samir in the hand with the knife. Prithvi shouted at the entire Luthra family. Mahesh asked that what would Prithvi do, hurting his family, since he would not be able to get away with this. Prithvi put the knife on the neck of Preeta. However, Samir hit Prithvi from behind with a stick. They all started beating Prithvi until the police arrived. The police then take Prithvi, while he is constantly pleading that he is innocent. Kritika goes to Preeta and thanks her for saving Rishab, and even Sandeep coming out apologized to them for hurting them. He thanks Preeta for saving him from an evil person like Prithvi. Raki asks Sandeep if he would be able to save Rishab today. Sandeep assures them that he will surely be able to do it. In the court, the judge explains that after seeing the witness, the court orders the police to start the investigation against Prithvi while freeing Rishab from all the charges against him. The entire Luthra family were really glad. Mahesh appreciated the lawyer. However, the lawyer replies that the entire effort was of Preeta and he was just doing his work. Rishab goes to Preeta and explains that he doesn't have any words to thank her for what she has done. Rishab asks that where is Karan? Karan from the back explains that he is here. Rishab calls him mad. Karan says he thought that he would meet him after he was released from jail. Raki explains that Ramji returned to Ayodhya and the people there celebrated, so they should also celebrate Diwali with immense happiness as Rishab has finally come back. Karina asks if they can all go home now since Diwali is tomorrow. Everyone leaves with a smile. Karan, holding the hand of Preeta, says that he missed her. Preeta, also hugging Karan, mentions how she also missed him a lot. Preeta asks that what did Karan did in Pune, and Karan explains that he is in heaven, so he will talk about Pune later. Shruti and Samir smile, seeing both Karan and Preeta, and they also leave after them. Preeta and Shruti enters the kitchen. They see that Raki is already cooking. Preeta immediately asks Raki to leave as she will do the work, but Raki replies that she is really happy today since Rishab has come back. Preeta replies that the family is happy, but Kritika is sad. Even after what happened was for good, still Kritika doesn't seem happy. Shruti says that how would it have been great if Prithvi was like Abhimanyu? Preeta asks that who is Abhimanyu? Shruti explains that she saw a promo and she came to understand Abhimanyu's personality, and he is a little angry young man while also loving. Shruti explains that she saw the promo of a show which would air from 9th November in which Abhimanyu is the patient while Nayatri is his doctor. Raki assures that she will surely watch the show. Preeta thinks that Prithvi should forever rot in jail for what he has done to Kritika. Prithvi, sitting in the jail cell, asks the constable to give him the phone for a single phone call. He will give him all the money which he desires. The constable asks if Prithvi is trying to bribe the police, he would be sent to jail for a longer period as they will file another case against him. Prithvi says that Preeta has wronged him, and if Preeta was not the daughter-in-law of the Luthra house, then he would have ruined the Luthras. He loved Preeta with such intensity. Even then, Preeta had him thrown into the jail. Prithvi says that he just had one mission from now on, and it is to ruin Preeta Luthra. Sherlyn is sitting and her mother comes there asking that what happened. Sherlyn explains that it was Preeta and she is coming to meet her. She just wants to talk with her alone. There is someone at the door. Sanjana herself goes to open the door. She welcomes Preeta. Preeta, after coming inside, informs Sanjana how Rishab has been released from all the charges and he has come back to the house. Sanjana thanks Preeta for all that she has done for the release of Rishab. Preeta asks that how did she come to know about it. Sanjana explains that she just talked to Raki on the call. Preeta also thanks Sanjana for calling Sherlyn to her house. Preeta sits with Sherlyn, explaining that Sherlyn would have come to know by now that her mother was fine, and Sherlyn will be wondering why did she not reveal her truth to anyone. Sherlyn explains that she will not forget what Preeta has made her pass through by lying to her about her mother's health, and Preeta informs Sherlyn that she did not come to hear this, but she wants to know what decision Sherlyn has made, saying that she have thought wrong, but she saw them both in the police station, and she thought that Sherlyn needs to change, as both Sherlyn and Rishab seems like a happy couple. Preeta says that she doesn't want Sherlyn to lie because tomorrow is Diwali, and Sherlyn should come back if surely she wants to be the daughter-in-law of the Luthra family, and she should live like a family member. But if Sherlyn cannot change, then she should never think of coming back. Sherlyn assures Preeta that she surely wants to change and she has forgotten about Prithvi because it was her past. Preeta replies that she doesn't know what Sherlyn is thinking, but after what has happened with Prithvi, then the entire Lutra family is in pain and she doesn't want them to suffer anymore, so Sherlyn should think twice before coming back. Sherlyn assures Preeta of not doing anything wrong in her life again. Preeta explains that she doesn't think that their relationship would ever be the same, as she knows a little too much about Sherlyn. But Sherlyn should never think that she made a mistake by giving Sherlyn a second chance. Preeta explains that tomorrow is a blessed day and she wants Sherlyn to come back with the same love that they also all have for her. Sherlyn thanks Preeta for all her help and Preeta leaves Sherlyn's mother's house while Sherlyn sits down in a state of confusion, thinking of everything that Preeta had said. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video in any way, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to share it, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates. And I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.